Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. I just pulled into the racetrack. I can see cars over here. We can't see them right now, but I'm so excited. Oh, hang on, here's some cum. Look at this. That'll be me in about 5 minutes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Ooh, we can hear them too. Yes. Okay, just got all checked in, have my VIP tag here. About to go head down to the pit. And what's awesome is that they give you a USB drive to record your video while you're in the car. So I'm sure that'll be hilarious. It's probably me shrieking the whole time, but let's go check it out. Down to the pit area. Kind of see some of the cars over here. See a few of the cars over here. This racetrack is gorgeous. Huge pedestrian walkway so you can get a full view. Okay, we just finished the classroom experience, which is basically where they go over all the safety features and talk to you more about the lead car, which gives you a preview of the racetrack before you get on there. So I need that because I have no idea where I'm going. But they say that you can go even faster if you are more familiar with the track. So that's what we're gonna do. So once you guys pick your car, they will line you up back here. Get you a nice little face stock and a helmet. So, all right guys, I just finished my ride around the track. It was insane. I drove the Lamborghini Huracan and had the best coach, co-driver, whatever you want to call it. So helpful. Otherwise I would have been like going 30 miles an hour the whole time. You get used to it after like your first lap and a half, and then I really hit my confidence. So it was so fun and I can't wait to share the actual video with you guys. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Albie says hi too. I am still on cloud 9 from driving my Lamborghini Huracan at the XTREME Experience. I've heard of this before, but never actually heard of anyone doing it. So I was really pumped when they reached out to me and invited me out to have an extreme experience. So what you need to know, the track is about 40 miles west of Indy. It's located in Greencastle, Indiana. So you are driving, passing a bunch of cornfields, going on some country roads. I lost cell phone service for about 5 minutes. Thanks AT&T. But when you get there, it's the Putnam racetrack, and the racetrack is stunning. Rolling green hills, beautiful white fences, and as soon as you pull in, or as soon as I pulled in, I could hear the cars racing by. And I mean, as someone who grew up in Indiana, Indy 500, you hear the sound of fast cars driving around and you're like, yes. So I pulled in, parking was no problem at all. There's a huge parking lot. And then you go up to their huge trailer to get checked in. And you give them your license, you sign a waiver, and then they give you a lanyard with your little tickets on it. And on the tickets below, they have a little, where the perforated spot is, they tell you when you're going to the classroom. And I was in group 7. My classroom, I got there at about 11:30, 11:40. My classroom didn't start till 12:10. So kind of hung around, took some videos, checked out the cars, you know, scoping everything out. And then I went to the class. So in the class, you basically get walked through how to drive the cars. You know, if this means faster, this means let up on it, you know, slow down. I probably just did all of those wrong. Luckily I had a really good instructor who didn't have to like give me hand signals, because I would have just been like, what? So they tell you more about the course, and you know, two really big things I think that they emphasized a lot on was, one of the options is to get the lead car ride along. And this was super helpful. If you purchase a lead car ride along and you've never been to the racetrack before, you go with an actual driver and you sit in their car and they drive you around the track three laps. The first two, they're explaining like, okay, here's what you do from this cone to this cone, and now here's a turn, now here's the last turn that you really have to slow up on. And then on the third lap, they take you like full speed. And I'm not gonna lie, I was in the back seat and we took one turn and I was like, whoa. So that was really fun. I definitely recommend getting that because they tell you straight up, you will drive faster if you understand the track better. If you choose not to have the lead car, you are gonna spend the first 2 laps of your own ride trying to figure out where you are, what you're doing. So I definitely recommend that. And then they also made a huge emphasis on looking way ahead, not looking 5-10 feet ahead of you, trying to see as far ahead as you could. They told me not to look at the speedometer, which I didn't, which we'll get to in a minute, because you can see it in the video after. And they said if you try to find how fast you're going on that speedometer in a car that you're not familiar with, you will crash it. So safety first. We went through all the safety features. I think the class was only about like 20 minutes long. But it was, you know, you take it pretty seriously. You're driving a $300,000 car. Like, yeah, I'm not trying to crash that. So we get out of the classroom, and then after that, you go down and you go to your lead car ride. Took the lead car ride, went around the track. That was awesome. And then you come back from the lead car and you get in line for your car. I drove the Lamborghini Huracan, and I was super nervous because number one, in the classroom, they tell you like, do not death grip the steering wheel. Well, as a serial death gripper on just my car in general, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm nervous. So I get in the car, they give you that lovely face stock to put on. It's really flattering. And then a helmet. And I get in the car, and luckily I had a phenomenal instructor. His name was Ryan. And I told him, I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous that I'm going to grip the steering wheel too long. And, you know, I just, you know, he was like, okay, cool. So he was like, let's go towards the end of the pack. That way you can take your time. You don't have to worry about anyone passing you and being stressed out about that. So I was like, okay, cool. So we get going in the car, and I told him, I was like, please just talk me through everything, because I don't even have to think about it. I just want to be like, okay, I'm going here and I'm letting off here. And they have different colored cones along the track. So if you see yellow, you let off. If you see red, you brake. And he really, really helped me get through all of the turns. At one point I did pass a car. I was really excited about that. Did not think that was gonna happen. And I think by the after the second lap, my final lap, I finally felt like comfortable. And even Ryan was like, all right, you got this. Like, you know what you're doing. You feel better about this. You're confident. So yeah, it was a huge rush of excitement. You get out and you're like, adrenaline. And after that, I took a little picture of the car and it was over. It was really quick. I highly recommend, if you have like a significant other or family, having them come out to the track just to watch you. So after that, you can go to get checked out. You give them the USB drive, because the whole drive is filmed with a dash cam, and it films you driving, it films your actual drive. There's like 2 different screens, and like I said, they made a really big deal in the class about not looking at the speedometer. You'll be able to look at it later in the video. Unfortunately for me, when I got home, I plugged my USB drive in and the file was completely corrupt. I spent about 2.5 hours downloading codecs, trying to compare files, and I was able to recover about 3 seconds of the video. Well, that was Andre, my boyfriend, was able to recover 3 seconds of the video first. But I was really bummed, and I understand that this happens probably more often than not. There is a disclaimer when you sign your waiver that if you purchase the video package, which I believe is an additional $79, that if your file is corrupt, there's nothing they can do. You don't get to go around in your car anymore. Like, you don't get like a free ride or anything. So yeah, that was a huge bummer. I was really bummed. I was really hoping I could share it with you guys, but what can you do? So If I figure out a fix, I will definitely let you guys know. But I highly recommend bringing your family, your significant other, your friends, whatever, to even just get some footage of you driving on the sidelines. I am someone who lives religiously by taking B footage. If I'm at an event, I will have my phone, I will have my vlogging camera, and I'll have my DSLR camera in case anything happens to one of the three. Unfortunately, you cannot film when you're in the car. It's a liability. You can't mount your own camera or have your phone out. It's just too big of a risk. So that's just something I hope in the future that the dash cams get better, or if it's the USB drive. I know I'm not the only one who it's happened to, so just be aware that that could be a reality. It goes by so quickly, and you definitely want to buy the package because, hello, you want to share with your friends and family. Like, how cool is that? So I do encourage buying it, but just know that if it is corrupt, you can't, there's no backup. There's no getting it back. They do refund you your money though for the video packet if it doesn't show up. So anyway, I highly recommend this experience. I had so much fun. And if you know someone who is an adrenaline junkie, who loves cars, and who's looking for something different to do, which you guys know I'm all about the experience. I am so much more into doing something rather than spending money on a specific item. You know, go out to eat, go try something new. Definitely check out Extreme Experience. They come around town once or twice a year. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. So thank you guys. Thank you to Steven, Ryan, Juan, Alyssa, the whole Extreme Experience team. I loved it, and I will hopefully see you guys next year. I would love to come back and give it another shot. So, all right, that's all I have for you guys for now. I'll talk to you later. Bye.